Um, Welcome back to Resident Evil Village. I realized last time the gameplay was much softer in the finished video, so hopefully it's not bad this time. And
How did it turn out last time? What?
it was a little soft compared to our voices, so I turned it up a little bit.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like
Yeah, and
the
the
audio
finish,
was a
the
little bit
audio. Okay,
low.
so
Got it. So
we
what?
killed Big
We have
Vampire
a recap.
Lady. We killed
Cool.
Vampire Lady. We found a head, which we put some body part. We put it in here. We see the umbrella logo. And then we got a key.
Spooky.
Yeah, we got a key that let
There,
us.
you know, to be honest, like the concept of Umbrella Corp
Mm,
is pretty absurd.
just this far,
It's
like just this pharmaceutical company, or
no, as like far-reaching as it really is.
I see.
The idea that it has this like random like village in the middle of nowhere that has their logo.
Right.
Um, I don't know. It feels very close to like being like a real world like Illuminati situation or whatever, which like God, if that doesn't get
Connor,
that wouldn't get
The Illuminati are real. What are you talking about?
the Bavarian Illuminati.
Yeah. What other Illuminati are there?
No, I mean legitimately though, that there was a group called the Bavarian Illuminati that existed for a brief time, and then they kind of faded out and didn't really do very much, but they became like a source of conspiracism ever after uh, the revolutions of 1848. So the more you know.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Is audio coming through to me right now? Because I can't hear anything, I think.
It should be. I'm not streaming it the other way. Did you meet my stream from a different time I was streaming?
Maybe? How do I tell if I muted the stream? Oh, it's not muted, it's just kind of low. Okay.
How about now?
It's not muted, but it's
Okay.
low.
Oh. Hello.
Grilling.
Okay. Something like that. Okay. Hmm.
I need to find a good angle. Which obviously they can't. No one can see me right now, but
Don't remember this part that well.
there's a lot of shacks
Mm-hmm.
in the day when you could just put up some walls and
Mm-hmm.
decide I live here now.
Right. Okay. So I need something to move this car. Okay, this is from the earlier part. Okay, this is coming back to me. This is from the beginning. Because I believe I got my hand bit off here. Which is always fun. Lock from the other side. Fantastic. So it's leading me over here. Oh, I remember this now. Okay.
Well, that's
Oh
a
god.
picture. Oh, fun.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
I
7
assume
4
that's a
a.
safe. I think that, yeah, it's a safe thing, yeah. Jack handle.
Okay, not the gun I thought I was going to get.
What gun did you just get?
Another handgun. I thought it was a shot. I remember it being a shotgun. Mm. Hello.
I like how they're just hanging out on the rooftops. Yeah. They don't seem nearly as hard now with the weapons that you have.
Yeah, compared to that first run-in I had with them, no, absolutely not. But again, most of my stress from playing this game is more from the fact that it's first person than it is actually how difficult or hard the game is. Like the fact that it is first person fucks me up more. Like that, for instance. I don't like that. I like being able to see everything around me.
Yeah. Yeah. There is an advantage to being that disembodied camera around the protagonist,
Yeah.
where you can see behind you and shit like that.
Or even if it's just like God of War style or Resident Evil 2 remake style where it's always behind the character, I still would prefer that over this. But don't get me wrong, they're doing this well because I'm stressed out, they're doing a good job using this format well.
Yeah. Oh. You just shot a pig.
I did. But we gotta feed ourselves in the Duke. Okay. This was originally where the homie... Nope. Oh, it's a lockpick that we never got to because we don't have one. We don't have one. Okay. Okay, let me compare. Okay, 160, 27, 2.9. Okay, this one's barely better, but I think I will sell it and upgrade the new one afterwards.
I'm kind of curious if they legitimately took inspiration from Underworld, because like that looks like the hybrid.
I only watched one Underworld movie, and okay, granted, I was like a teenager, teenager slash child at the time, so I was like very confused what was happening.
Was it the first movie?
Definitely not the first movie.
Oh, well, that might be part of the problem.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
The
yes.
first one's pretty straightforward. It's literally just there is conflict. We are vampire. They are Lycan. This war has been raging for years. Now there is guy who might be both. What do?
Really should not have used shotgun ammo, but here we are.
Are you anticipating needing it later?
No, not necessarily, but it's just like, why use that ammo when I can just use handgun ammo? Oh, hello.
Oh god. Oh, they decided to make werewolf Garuda or whatever. Not Garuda, that's the wrong word, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Guy from Resident Evil 4.
Oh, the I call him Vega in my brain, but yes, I know who you're talking about. Like the blind dude that just swings wildly, right?
Yeah.
Dude. He took way more health than he should have. Or bullets.
Now imagine having to do more than one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's in here?
Garador, that's the name of it.
Ooh, well wheel. Well wheel. We'll need that. What's up here?
I guess it's actually Garador, which roughly translates to the claw. The claw.
That sounds like a Texas cryptid.
Well, it's Spanish, so.
No, I know the name is Spanish, but like the translation sounds like some sort of cryptid from like the Midwest.
Clawer.
Okay, so we have the well wheel now, so we can get all the stuff.
There we go. We made fun of Texas. That's fantastic. Whatever.
Are we not making fun of Texas?
I don't know. Peas in a can pie.
That's so smart. Oh my
And I
God.
like laugh at my own joke, whatever. That I'm not sure if you caught it or not.
I'm sorry, what?
It's SpongeBob.
I don't watch SpongeBob.
Okay. I watched SpongeBob
Which
for
apparently
years,
is like
so,
blasphemous.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it blasphemous, but like there is a certain amount of our you take 3 years up and down from our age, and like most people were watching SpongeBob when it was airing.
No, yeah, I remember it.
It's gone off the rails a little bit. Like I don't think it's as well regarded after the first like 3 to 4 seasons. But like those first few seasons were pretty well constructed for the most part.
Yeah, like I know enough about SpongeBob and can appreciate how good a show that is for people. I was just not one of those people.
So,
but a lot of our friend group are just like freak out when I say like, "Oh, I wasn't a big SpongeBob person," and then they lose their minds, and then I'm like, "I'm sorry, I made you feel bad," and then it's just awkward. I'm kidding. They don't react like that, but they do think it's weird, and they are sad that their SpongeBob references fall on deaf ears with me.
I mean, it's probably a little bit like the way I feel when I follow. I have some niche now. We're not even talking about Resident Evil.
Oh,
But here
here's
we
this
go.
one.
This is content.
Mm-hmm.
Going towards
I have some niche like media
Wow.
interests in some cases. Like I'll talk about certain fantasy novels, like authors like Jeff Vandermeer and China Mayville, and no one will know who I'm talking about. However, I'm also struck when I meet people who like haven't really watched like The Office or Parks and Rec, or don't particularly like them. And then I wind up being the person who has to spoil a lot of people's fun because, like, I'm not a big fan of Marvel movies. I'm also not a big fan of things like Big Bang Theory. So,
See, when I originally watched it, I was like, ha ha, funny. But then I was like, I re-examined it, and I was like, this is more mocking my exact, like...
well, and I also like, okay, so
Oh,
I did
God.
watch it, and there was a point in time where I did watch it, and I kind of liked it, but then I, like, I pretty quickly, like, got annoyed because the joke didn't change, and then...
Yeah, the joke didn't change, and it was, it was always, like, at
And
our
they were, like,
expense. So,
well, and they were also, like, not funny. Like, because here's the thing. Good jokes, a good comedy show, I don't care if it's at our expense. Like, it can be done, and it can be funny, and it can be fantastic. That wasn't it. Like, those jokes weren't good. They were being propped up by laugh tracks and other nonsense.
yeah. Oh, wait, we went
That's
through
also
here.
part of why, like, regardless of what the joke is, like, you go to things like Community, Parks and Rec, The Office, you can tell that those writers had to make sure the jokes landed. They had to, like, really think about how that joke was going to land when it was delivered. There aren't not everything lands, but, like, the difference between having that laugh track, like, backing up everything you're saying, and having to, like, make really good lines that go together and flow into a good, like, conversation with jokes within jokes and such. There's a big difference to how that comes together.
Yeah. Earlier, totally did get scared like a little child, even though I knew that lichen was around the corner. Like, I heard him, and I knew he was there.
Yeah.
But I still got scared. And I blame it entirely on first person.
This is gonna be like your thesis statement.
Yeah.
I remember.
I don't think it's groundbreaking what I'm saying, but
no. So I was in a writing class, and this is thrilling information for people. I was in a writing class at one point, and I got really opinionated about. I can't think of the term, like the grammatical term, but like basically it's the way you write, where you say, "I have had," or "he had run," or "he had fed," or something like that. It's the like past tense or whatever. I can't think of what it's actually called right now.
Wait.
I didn't like it. I generally like. There are contexts where it might make sense, and I've become like a lot less concerned about it now. But at the time, I was in this class, and like every essay or like every story people would bring up, I'd point out like this problem. I'd be like, "This is a bad construction. Why can't he just kick the ball? Why does it say he had kicked or something like that?" Like, in most cases, if it's an action, like if it's like happening now or intended to be happening now or only a few seconds before now, he kicked the ball. Makes more sense than had kicked or anything like that. But it was definitely only a fixation that I had. No one else cared.
Fair.
No one else cared. I just thought it sounded clunky. Like it dug into my brain holes and stuck.
Oh, I've gone up.
Damn it. Better see the Duke again.
Brain holes is a very odd way to phrase that.
I mean, sure.
Ooh, well.
Yes.
I should make ammo again. Ooh. Okay, Duke, where are you? There you are. Up this path. Did we confirm last time where this takes place, or where we suspect this takes place?
I think it was Transylvania.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think it was legitimately Transylvania, if I'm not mistaken.
I found these feathers.
Dude,
Now tell
but
me how to
dude,
fix
okay,
this like
so
you said you
here's
would.
the thing.
Settle down.
I can't.
I
You must
don't
use
know if you
that
can show
key
this
and
on the
collect all of
stream or
little
not, or if
roses
there's any way to
from
record
us.
this or capture it in any
Where
way,
are
or I
the
can just
rest
send
of
you
them?
pictures. You could
There are
splice
four
with the
in
video.
total. You
but
have
like-
the one, and the other lords have the rest.
Lords?
Legit.
Mother Miranda is the
Lord,
old
Lord, Connor,
Lord
Lord.
ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her.
Well, I'm gonna share my screen
The
so you
first
can
you've
see
already
it, but
met, Lady Demetresque.
share my screen.
The second lives deep in a valley
No,
of
back.
mist. The doll maker, Donna Beneviento.
Okay, so there's a thing in
None
Transylvania.
of her playmates have ever come
Oh, you know
back
what?
from
Let's
that
watch the
dead
cutscene
cold
first.
state.
I can't even hear the cutscene,
The
but
third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the wind.
oh, it's partly because my volume's way down.
It is said
interesting.
that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters. The fourth and most dangerous is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts. And the project. Let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left alone. If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's
Who is he?
locations on your map. Some treasures still lurk in this village.
Oh,
I'm sure each
like-
one will
oh,
prove of
isn't-
great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part
Is
of
it
our
like a-
first-class customer service. Please do come again soon.
Okay, so I see these hats here, Connor, that you're trying to show me.
and will things fight me?
yeah. So okay, so in
Oh, well,
Transylvania, and we can thank TikTok for this information. I found it on a channel that I was looking at. There.
Perfect.
These hats
Oh, yes. Yes.
are
I have you.
apparently.
Find some quality ingredients
Here,
and
one
bring them
second,
to me.
I can't. There we go. These hats. So there's this process of making like but it's basically this mushroom leather
and
hat.
Let me figure out how
what
to.
you get to obtain? Okay.
Like, and it's this old way of making hats,
Mm-hmm.
and like treating the mushroom material to make it into this like shape and texture.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Internet,
yeah.
gotta go.
And then there's the other one. Let's see, Transylvania. Let's not. I don't need it that big. Cloak. No.
Ah, thank you. Now to cook.
Okay, vampire cloaks.
I'm not trying. I'm trying not to find that one.
Here it
curious
is.
if I can find the one I'm
Please,
looking for,
Join
but-
me. Not a bad dish.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Okay, I'm gonna sell our handgun
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's why. Well,
because reasons.
Are you selling just one handgun or all of the handguns?
Just
I've
the
got
one
some new
handgun.
stock.
Mostly because my thing is like, oh well, I got a new one.
GP.
Why not? That was
So
all
you
my.
have-
Leave
So you
this
still
to
have a
me.
handgun then?
Yeah, I still have a handgun.
Mhm.
We're living large, Connor. Look at this.
What?
No, we're
Why do you
just
have so much-
upgrading a lot.
Mhm.
Oh, whether it. Yeah. Wow. All of this.
Food is life. Till next we
I think
meet.
the press is. Are these like crafting materials?
What kind of key do I have right now? 4-winged key.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
4 of us that. Here.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
going to make rid of. Did it?
okay. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, yeah,
Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Dolls. Hate dolls.
Lazy. You're right.
Dolls are the worst.
What is this?
So this is the next lord, and she's
so
the
cute
doll
with her
maker.
little hat.
Well,
Oh my
that
god.
doesn't. I don't like that.
No, it's not great.
Her pumpkin.
Is that like the weird old lady that you kept seeing?
No, we don't know who that old lady is yet.
Okay.
For all we know, she's
Yeah, I
just
thought you were gonna.
as described by one of the villagers that was murdered in the fire. Oh,
What?
hello.
Or
Ethan, come with me. There's something I have to tell you.
Mia? What's going on?
I don't. Do I need the field map? The first one.
Rose feels different. Ethan, you have to fix her.
What the hell is this?
Yes, there's a. Oh,
Everyone leaves me.
the field
Even
map.
Rose. I don't want to be alone.
This can't be real.
Hmm. So she died at
Oh, wait.
9 years old.
Oh,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I think we determined that it was Romania, not Transylvania. But still, mushroom hats are cool. No,
losing
part
it?
of why I said that is because Beneviento, like Transylvania, is going to be an Eastern European language. It's not going to be a Romance language, and that's very much related to Italian.
Is that how you?
So yes, that jogged my memory.
What's going on?
So bad.
I gotta go to gathering other back and you'll so excited. This game is
Let's
so cool.
let's look at the scenery for a second, Connor. Let's appreciate the scenery.
I'm intrigued, but it's definitely $15.
That does look nice. So I
It's like
I have a real soft spot for like villages on this at the sides of European lakes
That's a very
in a way
specific.
that
Like,
like doesn't really make sense and sounds a bit essentializing, frankly. But like there is something different between like the way that cities and villages and little like smaller towns are set up in Europe versus America. So like the same thing, even if you had the same thing. So like let me be clear. Small towns like Inverness in California, which are basically like lakeside villages more or less, cool. Actually very cool. I like those towns. Whatever. Still different than what I'm talking about.
mm-hmm.
And it's like the small like hamlets next to the lake that appeal to me the most.
oh yeah, I'm gonna very because that's what
Okay.
So you have to go up the stairs.
Or the store over
so
here,
if it has
Connor.
that sim-
Oh.
oh I
This house is in
Really good
far
shape.
too immaculate a condition. Frankly.
It's a little disconcerting, isn't it?
Also,
Oh,
just
here we
like,
go. Here's the peeling wallpaper. Dude, the concept of wallpaper kind of blows my mind. Like, the fact that wallpaper was a thing.
I have a strange feeling, and like I haven't looked this up, so like whatever.
Don't come at you with about it.
I'll look it up later, but I'm not gonna do it now. I'm just gonna speculate here. Wallpaper feels like postcards and greeting cards. More specifically, greeting cards. Postcards, whatever, fine. And what I mean by greeting cards is like specifically holiday cards, birthday cards, things like that. Where like it's entirely a manufactured need. It's entirely like the idea that we have a thing, we have an idea, we want people to like send these cards for certain occasions, and we're gonna create the framework whereby that is expected of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, within like 40 years, it is surprisingly narrow a framework between like the advent of
Mm-hmm.
the idea of writing a greeting card and Hallmark being like just ubiquitous and like Hallmark and Hallmark adjacent organizations, of course. It's not okay.
Mm-mm. And the thing is, Connor, like this speaks to how good this game is and how creepy this section is. Like, I played this. I know what's happening, and I'm still, like, tense right now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I've been waiting for so long. I'd make a much better daughter than Rose. Please, won't you stay with me forever?
What? Wait, where's my gun?
Okay.
So did it take all of your guns?
This is an entirely combat-free section.
Oh, I'm worried.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but the
Is this a doll of Mia?
things.
Oh, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yes. It's like it's the just like the left. No, it's a right. I don't know my left.
I assume we can just... I mean, we can take this all apart. Okay.
And there are definitely some.
That's a kid. Can you believe it? She's so energetic. It's crazy.
Did you save?
I did save before I was messing with the doll.
Yeah.
That's locked.
Oh.
Can't do anything with that yet. I do think unlocking this would be a good stopping point. Why? Because I'm stressed out. 5, 29, 11.
Probably good. What are we doing? We've done like an hour, right?
We're at a cool 40 minutes.
No, 40 minutes is fine.
Okay. Yeah, because even though I played this before, it's stressing me out, and ambiance, I guess.
Yeah, I mean this is a bit. This is kind of like intentionally intense, though. No.
Yeah, like I will be very excited to see this playthrough and for you to see this playthrough, because I think honestly this is probably my favorite sequence of the game. I don't know why I saved again. It is probably my favorite sequence from the game, but it is entirely it stresses me out, and Fun fact, the developers were like, "Oh, we didn't know that dolls were like a thing American audiences were afraid of." And I'm like, "Bruh, seriously?" But yeah, apparently in Japanese culture, like
Yeah.
they were like, dolls are dolls, and in American culture, it's like dolls are harbingers of evil, is what dolls are.
I'm curious where that came from, actually.
I mean, I'm sure we could.
I think you need it.
Question of the day for anyone who watches this: why are Americans so afraid of dolls, and why do we think they're harbingers of evil? You know, please answer, because I don't. I just know I'm scared of them, and also clowns. Oh, thank God they didn't do a clown. Okay, next time on our Resident Evil playthrough, we will go through the house, and then we are going to go through this house. Ooh, mouth. Can't do anything about that yet. Okay. Next time, we get that thing out of our mouth. Bye.
Thrilling ending.